Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this special webinar about how to save tens of thousands of dollars on dental care expenses while creating wealth and residual income with the unprecedented Sizzle international opportunity. My name is Bill DeFalco, and I'll be your host for this webinar. I'm an independent rep with Sizzle International, and I'm also a member of Sizzle's Millionaires Club. Sizzle is spelled S-I-S-E-L, and those letters stand for science, innovation, success, energy, and longevity. What we have here, folks, is a health and wealth creation phenomenon. And what more and more people are realizing and seeing as the greatest health and wealth opportunity that we may ever encounter in our lifetimes. In this webinar, I'm going to present a unique perspective on the Sizzle opportunity. And again, it's how to save tens of thousands of dollars on dental care expenses while creating wealth and residual income in the process. It all starts with the Sizzle conversion buying opportunity, where you can get started using a portion of the money that you already spend every month on products that you need and use every day. When you get involved with the Sizzle conversion buying opportunity, you'll be purchasing products from Sizzle that replace products that you regularly buy every month and use daily. You'll be replacing those with our Sizzle Safe products, our line of toxin-free personal and home care products. There's also great tax advantages of owning your own business. Starting your own business will enable you to take many additional tax deductions every year that people who do not own a business are not entitled to take. The last estimate I heard was that people who operate a home business can take up an additional $7,500 a year in additional tax write-offs that those who don't have a business are not entitled to. So there's a lot of expenses that you normally incur, things like traveling and taking trips. If you take a trip, for example, to go take a tour of our manufacturing facility and you have a nice vacation at the same time, that whole trip becomes a write-off, the airfare, the hotels, the meals, everything. You take that off as a legitimate tax deduction because you're going to visit the manufacturing facility for the company that you work with, and the government really doesn't care that you've tied that into your own little personal trip, some time off a vacation. That's just one example of what you can do in terms of the business tax deductions available to business owners. So this is another really great reason to get started with Sizzle. In fact, your very first order of products, again, if you come in on this home conversion concept, you're buying products you're already buying in the supermarket, but you're buying them from Sizzle now. Your initial first month's purchase is a tax write-off because that's the start of your business. Imagine that. Best of all, you'll be partnering with a rock-solid 12-year-old debt-free company that's poised for massive growth. And that means that you're at the perfect time right now to get on board with this opportunity. Because over the years ahead, per the words exactly from our founder and chief science officer, a self-made billionaire and highly successful businessman, and a gentleman who's known as one of the most premier people in MLM, Tom Maurer Jr. and Tom Maurer Sr. Well, Tom Maurer Sr. himself is the one who founded the company. And in the words of Tom Maurer Sr., over the years coming, we're talking about the next 10 to 15 years, this opportunity is going to create tens of thousands of new millionaires. And everyone who's listening to this opportunity is at the right time and the right place to become one of those new millionaires. Sizzle International operates at a state-of-the-art 400,000 square foot manufacturing plant. It's located at their headquarters in Springville, Utah. What you're looking at right there in the picture, if you're watching this online, is something that over 99% of the companies out there that market nutritional products do not have. And that is they don't have their own manufacturing plant. They're not making the products they're marketing. They're instead just merely marketing or reselling mediocre quality products that are made by other companies, products that really are not life-changing, products that you could find in most, nutritional stores or health food stores for a lot less than what they're selling them for. And this is one of the reasons why a lot of people are turned off to nutritional MLM companies because, again, They're not making their products. They're just reselling somebody else's junk. That's what it comes down to. I mean, I'm one of the many people who experienced that, because for 32 years I tried every other nutritional product and worked all of the big nutritional MLM companies searching for a nutritional pathway to health, a nutritional cure for my heart disease. I found that with Sizzle International. That's a whole different webinar unto itself. But these products truly are life-changing. They are the most sensational products that the world has never before seen. And when you're with a company that has products that produce remarkable, amazing results that have never been available from any other nutritional products, you've got yourself an opportunity of a lifetime, and you've got yourself a one-of-a-kind company, and you'll be poised to create wealth and long-term, lifetime residual income. And I'm going to show you how you can do that with these sensational products that replace products you're using every day. And on top of that, we're not even going to talk about it, but we have a whole line of highly advanced wellness products for biological age reversal, for sports performance and nutrition, for weight loss, for beauty. We have remarkable products, but I'm just going to focus on the things that people buy every month and use every day. Now, everyone you know is using dental care products, and we've got a line of dental care products that knock everything else out of the park. Included among our Sizzle Safe products, Sizzle's dental care products are fluoride-free. And I want to take a few minutes here to talk about fluoride and how really bad this is and why you need to get it out of your life. Fluoride has been classified as a neurotoxin. A report from the world's oldest and most prestigious medical journal, The Lancet, has officially classified fluoride as a neurotoxin in the same category as arsenic, lead, and mercury. So basically, this very prestigious medical journal has classified fluoride as a toxin on the same level as arsenic, lead, and mercury. Why in the world would anyone want to use a dental product that's got fluoride in it? Let me share with you some shocking facts about fluoride. It's an industrial waste byproduct of aluminum manufacturing that is very costly to dispose of. At first, the industry could dispose of fluoride legally only in small amounts by selling it to insecticide and rat poison manufacturers. Imagine that. Then a commercial outlet was devised in the 1930s when a connection was made between water supplies bearing traces of fluoride and lower rates of tooth decay. Now, this was not a scientific breakthrough, but rather it was part of a public disinformation campaign by the aluminum industry to convince the public that fluoride was safe and good. In other words, instead of these aluminum manufacturing companies having to go through the cost of disposing of this very costly and very lethal byproduct of their aluminum manufacturing, this fluoride, instead of having them to pay millions of dollars to dispose of it, they conjured up this scheme to sell it to municipalities to put in their drinking water, and to companies that manufacture dental care products to put in their toothpaste and mouthwash under the guise that it helps lower the incidence of cavities. And as you'll see as we go on with this, that's a huge hoax that continues to perpetrate today. Let's talk about how to market a toxic waste. That's what this is all about. That's what fluoride is all about. A noted scientist said we would not purposely add arsenic to the water supply, and we would not purposely add lead, but we do add fluoride. The fact is that fluoride is more toxic than lead and just slightly less toxic than arsenic. Let's talk about the fluoride myth and how it doesn't hold water. The big hope for fluoride was its ability to immunize children's developing teeth against cavities. Rates of dental caries were supposed to plummet in areas where water was treated, yet decades of experience and worldwide research have contradicted this expectation numerous times. Here are just a few examples. In British Columbia, only 11% of the population drinks fluoridated water, as opposed to 40 to 70% of the population in other Canadian regions. Yet, British Columbia has the lowest rate of tooth decay in Canada. In addition, the lowest rates of dental caries within the province are found in areas that do not have their water supplies fluoridated. According to a Sierra Club study, people in unfluoridated developing nations have fewer dental caries than those living in industrialized nations. As a result, they conclude that fluoride is not essential to dental health. In the years 1986 to 1987, the largest study on fluoridation and tooth decay ever was performed. The subjects were 39,000 school children between 5 and 17 living in 84 areas around the country. A third of the places were fluoridated, a third were partially fluoridated, and a third were not. Results indicate no statistically significant differences in dental decay between fluoridated and unfluoridated cities. Then it gets better. A World Health Organization survey reports a decline of dental decay in Western Europe, which is 98% unfluoridated. They state that Western Europe's declining dental decay rates are equal to and sometimes better than those in the U.S., where many cities have fluoridated water. In 1992, University of Arizona study, I should say a 1992 University of Arizona study yielded surprising results when they found that the more fluoride a child drinks, the more cavities appear in the teeth. Imagine that. Although all Native American reservations are fluoridated, children living there have much higher incidences of dental decay and other oral health problems than do children living in other U.S. communities where the water is fluoridated. According to a 1989 National Institute for Dental Research study, 1 to 2% of children living in areas fluoridated at 1 part per million develop dental fluorosis, that is, permanently stained brown mottled teeth. Up to 23% of children living in areas naturally fluoridated at 4 parts per million develop severe dental fluorosis, to the point where their teeth actually crack up and fall apart. Can you imagine that? Though many beneficial chemicals are dangerous when consumed at excessive levels, fluoride is unique because the amount that dentists recommend to prevent cavities is about the same as the amount that causes dental fluorosis. Think about that. Let's talk about some of the health issues associated with fluoride, starting with bone fractures. At one time, fluoride therapy was recommended for building denser bones and preventing fractures associated with osteoporosis. Now, several articles in peer-reviewed journals suggest that fluoride actually causes more harm than good, as it is associated with bone breakage. It actually causes the bones to become brittle. 3 studies reported in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed links between hip fractures and fluoride. Findings here, for instance, that a small but significant increase in the risk of hip fractures in both men and women exposed to artificial fluoridation at 1 part per million. Unbelievable. In addition, the New England Journal of Medicine reports that people given fluoride to cure their osteoporosis actually wound up with an increased non-vertebral fracture rate. In other words, their osteoporosis got worse, not better, when they started taking fluoride. Let's talk about cancer. Numerous studies demonstrate links between fluoridation and cancer. However, agencies promoting fluoride consistently refute or cover up these findings. In 1977, 2 notable scientists, including Dr. Dean Burke, the former chief chemist at the National Cancer Institute, released a study that linked fluoridation to 10,000 cancer deaths per year in the U.S. Their inquiry, which compared cancer deaths in the 10 largest fluoridated American cities to those in the 10 largest unfluoridated cities between 1940 and 1950, discovered a 5% greater rate of cancer in the fluoridated areas. Let's talk about damage to genes and chromosomes. If you follow healthcare and medicine, we hear more and more stories about diseases and illnesses that are caused by defective genes in the body. And here we have information from the National Institutes of Environmental Health Sciences in a publication called Environmental and Molecular Mutagenesis that linked fluoride to genetic toxicity when it stated that in cultured human and rodent cells, the weight of evidence leads to the conclusion that fluoride exposure results in increased chromosome aberrations. In other words, fluoride damages genes and chromosomes in the body. And again, we've heard of so many different illnesses now that are being linked to what? Damaged genes and chromosomes in the body. Given all the scientific challenges to the idea of the safety of fluoride, why does it remain a protected contaminant? As Susan Parr of the Center for Health Action asks, even if fluoride in the water did reduce tooth decay, which it does not, how can the EPA allow a substance more toxic than alar, red dye number 3, and vinyl chloride to be injected purposely into drinking water? That's a really good question, isn't it? And it's about time people become aware of the dangers associated with fluoride. Well, now that you know how bad fluoride is, why would you want to continue using dental products like toothpaste and mouth rinse products that contain fluoride? It makes absolutely no sense. But it does make perfectly great sense to switch over to Sizzle's SupraShine toothpaste and Terminator mouth rinse, both of which are fluoride-free. Now let's talk about the toothpaste. It not only outcleans every other brand out there, but there's something very special about our toothpaste, about Sizzle's SupraShine toothpaste, in that when Tom Maurer formulated this, going back many years ago, he developed a unique formulation that incorporates the same minerals that are found in tooth enamel, along with a unique binding agent, so that every time you brush your teeth, you actually remineralize, rebuild, and strengthen the tooth enamel. You restore the tooth enamel every time you brush your teeth. In my case, I was a child who was one of these type A personalities, and kid who would grind my teeth in my sleep. Many children have this problem. And that, combined with the years of just chewing and, wearing my teeth down, I developed a really, really bad case of sensitivity to hot and cold foods and beverages. And this is a problem a lot of people suffer with. And my dad, who was a dentist, always used to recommend a very popular product they sell out there. I'm not going to mention its name because I don't want to get into any trademark, infringements here on this call. But all of you know what this product is. You see it on TV all the time, and it's purported to help with hot and cold sensitivity. Well, I used this product for years, and it just didn't work for me. It absolutely did not work, and it tasted like chalk. It was horrible. But yet, after about 7 months on Sizzle's dental products, using this toothpaste, my hot and cold sensitivity completely went away. And all the soreness and tenderness in my mouth went away. And the toothpaste, in conjunction with the mouth rinse, which, by the way, again, like toothpaste, is fluoride-free, this is the most powerful formulation in the mouth rinse for killing germs. Because instead of alcohol, which all the other mouth rinse products use, which is really ineffective in killing germs, Tom Maurer developed a very unique stabilized chlorine dioxide formulation. This stabilized chlorine dioxide formulation annihilates germs in the mouth. And I fought a problem with gum disease for years and years on my mouth. It started out with gingivitis. Anyone who brushes their teeth, when you rinse, even if you see a little drop of blood, you got gingivitis going on. That means you get germs deep down in the pockets where the teeth root down into the gums. Down in those areas down there, germs build up very easily because it's hard to get down there. You can't get down there with your toothbrush. And the dental rinse products, the mouth rinse products they sell, are just totally ineffective in killing the germs down there. And that's why gum disease thrives. And you get these colonies of bacteria that wind up puncturing through the gum and into the blood supply, and now you start poisoning your whole body with the germs in your mouth. I'm sure you've heard it said that a bite from a human can be lethal, and it's because of the incredible amount of germs in your mouth. Well, guess what? You start using these dental care products, and you're going to see the blood that you see occasionally when you brush your teeth, when you rinse, you're not going to see any. You're going to see the gingivitis go away. You're going to see your gums become stronger and healthier and close up nice and tight, and all the germs are being killed, and you're not poisoning your body anymore from the germs in your mouth. You're not poisoning yourself through your bloodstream. Your overall health will increase. You know, the poisoning of your blood supply with the germs in your mouth because of the poor dental products out there are responsible for numerous health problems in the body, including compromised immune system, and people who get colds and can't get rid of them. They get them frequently. They seem to last forever. Chances are they got gingivitis and gum disease going on, and they're not even aware of it. But when you switch to this dental care product, all of a sudden there's a remarkable improvement in your overall health and wellness because you're killing the germs that have been living deep down in the pockets of your gums for years. You're getting down there, you're annihilating them, you're literally wiping them out, and you're closing up and sealing up the gums, and now you've got a healthy, clean mouth, and that's your body's first defense against getting infection into your body. That has a profound change on your overall health and energy, and your immune system becomes stronger, and your overall energy level increases. This is a remarkable, amazing dental product, and on top of that, what it does for your teeth and the longevity of them, it's absolutely outstanding. You know, folks, over time, teeth wear down just like the tires on your car, but they are far more costly to replace than the tires on your car. In fact, teeth replacement costs can run up to tens of thousands of dollars when you're talking about implants. I recently spoke with somebody on my team who told me that she was spending upwards of $30,000 for implants to replace her worn-out teeth. Folks, that's a problem I'm never going to have to worry about because, you see, these dental products that I've been using from Sizzle for 10 years now. I started at age 58, and here I am 10 years later, about to turn 68 this coming August 2019, and I got to tell you, all the dental problems I had in the past are gone. The hot and cold sensitivity is gone. The gum disease is gone. The canker sores are gone. I mean, it's just amazing what this dental product can do for the health and longevity of your teeth. Sizzle's exceptional dental care products can save your teeth and ultimately save you tens of thousands in teeth replacement expenses. And this is how you can save upwards of $30,000, $40,000 on dental implants, and instead bank that money, put it in a good investment like a REIT or a good dividend-paying stock, and earn interest on it every single month. What a difference between being out of pocket $30,000 to $40,000 and on the other hand, having that money in your bank account, making money for you and working for you. And when you share this opportunity with others, the Sizzle compensation plan kicks in. We have a referral, incredible, powerful compensation plan. It's the highest paying comp plan in the home-based business industry. And in October 2017, the comp plan was made even better. They introduced a Wealth Builder program, and we have the easiest to qualify for a monthly car bonus. It starts at $200 a month and grows all the way up to $1,500 a month, enabling you to drive the car of your dreams. Now, how many of you out there are driving around in a car that's overdue for replacement? Or you're living in the house that's really not the house that you want to live in? My wife and I, just this past January, bought the retirement home of our dreams. And I'm driving the car of my dreams, and it's all made possible by this incredible company called Sizzle International. The best advice I can give everyone who's listening to this call right now is to get back with the independent Sizzle manufacturing rep who invited you to this webinar. And I'll close with our disclaimer that Sizzle's products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases or illnesses. Always consult a doctor or other healthcare professional if you feel sick or if you have any health issues or concerns. Thanks for your time, and we hope to see you on board in the sensational Sizzle opportunity.